guys, so welcome to my new vlog. I'm just going to forewarn you, today is one of those days where if I wasn't doing 100 days of uploading, I just wouldn't even be filming. I'm just going through some stuff and I kind of feel like there's something in the air because everyone in my life is going through their own like problems, and I'm that type of person where I feel like I want to fix everything. I want to be there for everyone, and it's just like there's just been a lot going on, and I don't want to go into detail obviously because that's not my thing to do. And plus it's like a lot of like me, and it's a lot of like, it's like everyone in my life, like every single person. I know a lot of people, so don't start assuming you guys know who, but I'm just saying every single person in my life is going through something right now. I legitimately think that there is something in the air, and I am that firm believer that when it rains it pours. And I know a lot of people are like, what? I'm agnostic, if you guys don't know that. So I'm not religious, but I do believe in the universe, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Amberlynn, what are you saying right now? I believe the universe has a path for all of us, and I firmly believe that everything weighs out. There's always gonna be good and there's always gonna be bad. But what I also will always stand by is that everything works out the way it's supposed to. Everything happens for a reason. I am that person, and I don't really talk about stuff like that because I know a lot of people are like really weird when it comes to like religion and like what other people's beliefs are, and that's just mine. That is how I feel. So I feel like everything that's happening right now is like the worst part of it all. You know, there's that calm before the storm, and then once the storm hits, the storm happens for a little bit, and then things start to, you know, go how they're supposed to be. Do you get what I'm saying? So right now we're during the storm, and I just hope that everyone in my life starts to feel better, have a clearer mind, including myself. And yeah, so it's just been like really rough. It's been really rough. Okay, you guys, so I figured this is actually a really good idea and really good timing to be doing this because there is like a lot of like speculations, assumptions, rumors going on about me right now. So I figured for a big large portion of this vlog we should just hopefully get this taken care of. There's still going to be comment of the day at the end, but I posted on Instagram what are some rumors or assumptions about me, and I just want to like answer them now, clarify them now, whichever ones pop up. So let's do this. Your fave veggie is cucumber. Well, no, I'm gonna have to say no on that. I really love onions. I feel like if I had to choose, it'd probably be onions because they make everything taste better. That you eat more off camera. I'm not really sure what that's like regarding. Like if you're talking about if I'm filming myself eating a salad, do I eat more right after that? No, I always show you guys like what I'm eating right then and there as my meal. But if you're asking, do I have other meals that day? Then yes, obviously. That you've had such an awful life that food became your coping mechanism. Yes, 100% that is a correct assumption. That you're an animal abuser. This one hurts more than anything in the world. I'd rather be told to die 7,000 times a day than for anyone ever to assume this about me. I am not. That is horrid and horrific. If you guys talk to anyone in my life, you know more than anything that they trust me with their animals more than anyone. Like me and Eric have talked about this like several different times, like that he can't believe that people think this about me because it's not true. Like I know there are a large amount of people in the world who like smack their dog when they do something bad. I can't even do that. I will never do that. It literally makes me sick. And it's like I know a lot of people who do that, and like they know my feelings and thoughts regarding that. Like that you read every single DM. I used to, but I no longer do. I used to read every single one, but lately I'm getting so many that it's just like impossible, and I feel really bad about it. You're still in love with Destiny and you hate Dana. Both of those things are completely false. I do love them both as friends. When I have friends, I do love them and I care for them a lot, but no, I don't hate Dana, and no, I'm not in love with Destiny. You fast days and then eat a lot. No, I don't go days without eating, no. You are fighting with Eric and Ricky currently. No, I am not. I think that's like the funniest thing to me is that so many people think that like me and Eric and Ricky like aren't friends, and that's so crazy to me. Like honestly, like I wish some people lived in this house with us so you guys can see the dynamic that we all have. Becky is breaking up with you. That is a no. We are still together. That Becky's family hates you and thinks you are toxic. That is completely false. Becky's family does not hate me. I feel like the longer I've known Becky and the longer I've been in their lives, the closer that we've actually all gotten. That you stay obese just for money and views. No, because I have always felt, and a lot of people also say this, that if I lost weight, I would get more views, which would mean more money and stuff like that, because I'd become an inspiration. Either way, that is not why I am this big. I have always been big. At the age of 16, I reached 420 pounds. I had no YouTube channel then, and it's just like, for me to be that big at such a young age, I was bound to be this big, whether I did YouTube or not. And what I mean by that is I was bound to be this big if I didn't do anything about it. YouTube has nothing to do with it. You weigh 600 pounds. No, I do not. I promise you guys, if I ever get to that weight, I will tell you. Like when I reached 500 pounds, I was scared. I was like really scared to tell you guys, but when it did happen, I never denied it. Like I am literally telling you guys, I am not 600 pounds, I promise. My highest weight has been 572.4 and I have not gone any higher than that. That you have blankets on your windows. No, I have a window right there, there's a window right there, and a lot of people think that there's a window behind here. That's a tapestry for the wall. There is no window behind me. You're abusive to Becky about food, like when you saw her eating your cereal. Okay, I am so glad we got this one because this is like a situation that like haunts me. So there was a clip in Eric's vlog that he filmed where Becky had a bowl of cereal and I was like, what are you doing with cereal? And I said it kind of quiet. So I'm gonna like give the backstory to the whole thing because I totally understand. Like if I was like in an outside perspective and I saw that, I'd be like, ew, Amberlynn is a freak when it comes to food. Like why is she acting like that? So I completely understand why people are like saying that because you don't know like the story involving it. So the night before that, Becky and I, we were crying, talking about our weight, saying how when we wake up we're gonna completely change the way we eat and we're gonna be healthy and we're gonna be like holding each other accountable, etc, etc. So when I walked out into the living room and I was walking into the dining room, I happened to see Becky with a bowl of cereal and I got so mad. I'm gonna be honest. I got mad because, you guys, this was like over a year ago though, so don't like, I'm not like spilling too much pipe and tea right now, but I got mad because we were supposed to wake up and we were gonna do this together. We were gonna support each other and stuff like that. So when I saw her eating cereal, I asked her, why are you eating cereal? Because I was like truly upset about that. And you can tell when I walk away that I was upset. And I was also upset that Eric was vlogging it because it was like a very personal moment and I just didn't really want to be like whatever in it. I think that's the only time ever I've never wanted to be filmed. Like there's also a rumor, I don't know if it's gonna be in there, that I don't want Eric filming me in his videos. No, I have no problem with that. I don't care if he shows my body. I don't care what he shows of me. That was the only time where I was just like, I was really sad. And don't like knock Becky, like it's not her fault. Like to lose weight is hard. And I understand wanting to wake up or like wanting to have like a really quick bite to eat, and cereal is super easy for that. But I was just kind of like, we were supposed to start this together, and I don't know, it just really shook me and it made me sad, to be honest. And it just sucks that you guys saw like only that small part and there was like no explanation for that. So now that I'm able to kind of talk about it, that is the whole story regarding that. That you use mental health to gain sympathy. No, I don't want sympathy. I don't want pity. I don't want anyone feeling sorry for me. Never. I just feel like opening up about my mental health makes people understand the way I am a little bit better. Because if I came on here and never talked about that, that's a big part of my life. To tell you guys that I'm bipolar, depression, I have anxiety, I have obsessive compulsive personality disorder. If you guys didn't know these things, that's like a huge portion of my life, and you guys would be questioning, why is Amberlynn like this? So I feel like me opening up like that not only makes people feel less alone, it's literally therapeutic to me, and it just, like I said, helps you guys see why I am the way I am. Your weigh-ins are fake unless you prove them. My weigh-ins are not fake. They have never been fake. I don't know how to rig a freaking scale. I did have that really big scale that was actually for like car equipment and like mechanics or whatever. I had that, and a lot of people told me you could do a tear on that, and so people started not to believe my weigh-ins. So I went, after buying that scale, which was close to $200, I went and bought another one just to prove to you guys that I was not faking weigh-ins. So I got one that talked, I got one that you can't put a tear on, and it was still unbelievable. Like, you guys still didn't believe. There are times I have stepped on the scale where you guys saw my full body, where Becky has filmed it, and you guys still did not believe me. I don't know why. I don't understand. People have went as far as to saying that I've like done research and I've taken apart the scale to somehow make it say something different. Like, that's insane to me. That has never happened, and I have never faked a weigh-in. I've heard you only do YouTube for money because Becky doesn't have a job. No, I've done YouTube for almost 6 years now. Literally in November it'll be 6 years. I cannot believe it. And I've only known Becky for about 2.5 of that, so that doesn't really add up. A new rumor I saw today was that the emotional side of your videos are a call to destiny. I don't know what that means. My videos, I'm gonna be real right now. My videos have nothing to do with destiny in any shape or form. I don't know why people are so hung up that I still love her when, one, I never talk about her on camera or anything like that. I just think that's so crazy to me that, like, I can't still have a friendship with an ex, but I see all these other YouTubers who do, and it's totally fine. They're like hanging out with their exes, having the time of their life, and like everyone's totally fine with it. But like, when me and Destiny are still friends, like, people have such a big issue and they're like, oh my god, Amberlynn's still in love, oh my god, it's so weird that they're hanging out. Like, it's so double standard and it makes no sense. No one's in love with anyone. Dana and Destiny are in love, Becky and I are in love, and that's it. You sort of feel insecure because of the weight loss from others in your house. No, I know a lot of people think I'm like insecure about it or I'm like jealous about it, and I'm not whatsoever in any way. It's really weird. I am kind of a jealous person when it comes to other things, but I'm never jealous about someone else's weight loss, especially when I care about them. I actually find joy when people are like, oh my god, I'm closer to my goal weight. Like, that makes me happy for them, and it also inspires me. Feeders pay you to eat on camera. No, never happened, and I would never ever do that. I assume your hair smells like coconut. No, it smells like Nexus. That you don't make enough money and that's why you have roommates. This is another double standard that I see on YouTube a lot. I live with roommates not because of the money situation. I can promise you that. I have enough money to live on my own 100%. I live with roommates because it's fun, and the more people I live with, the better. I honestly don't like being alone, like, at all. And the double standard I see is that there are YouTubers who make millions of dollars a freaking year, which is not me, and they're a lot older than me actually, and they have roommates and everyone loves it. But just because Amberlynn has roommates, that's like a bad thing. I don't understand that. My assumption is that you love when rumors are spread about you. No, I absolutely 100% hate that, because there are some that are out there that has literally ruined my reputation. And it's like, I feel like the more serious ones, like the super serious ones, I can't even defend myself because they're so serious that if I even bring it up, it's just gonna add like fuel to the fire, and I just can't even do it. You're only a lesbian because no man finds you attractive. This is so false that it's scary. I actually had to, like, I'm not saying like this proves that guys like me, but I'm just letting you guys know that I had to turn my Snapchat off. I had to make it private because I constantly got hit on by men. It was literally constant. And I'm over here like, you know, I have a girlfriend. You know, I'm a lesbian. I got really gross things sent to me. It was really bad. And it's not even just online, but it's like even in real life. There are people and there are men who like bigger women. That is a thing. And not only that, but there are people out there who don't care about weight and they're not shallow, and they really do like dig deeper, and they love someone's heart and someone's personality and not the way that they look. I'm a lesbian because I prefer females. Like, I like females. I'm not attracted to men like that. So this is the last one I'm gonna do. And I've seen this rumor a lot, and it's that I put concealer on my knuckles. When I first heard that, I was like, what does that even mean? I was so confused. You guys have to realize, okay, first of all, no, I don't do that. What? You guys have to realize that if I did that, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Because one, the minute I would do anything, eat, pet my animals, fold laundry, go to the bathroom, fix my hair, like whatever it may be, the concealer would come off of my hands. It would stain whatever I was touching. Like, none of it made sense. And I was like, some people really need to think about these rumors before they make them, because some of them are literally so crazy and so far-fetched that I am just like, I don't know, like the conspiracies about my life. I used to be such a conspiracy person, but the conspiracies that I hear about my own life and about me makes me feel like I don't even like conspiracies anymore. They're probably all fake, because all the ones I hear about me are. Okay, you guys, it's time for that comment of the day. What am I doing? Okay, pasting, load comments. So this one only has a little bit over 2,300 comments. So I'm gonna let that go. You guys know the routine. Okie dokie, artichoke. Ooh, I really hope I don't pronounce this wrong. Deniswell Swan. She was even proud one time when she's gained. I'm still so proud of myself. For what? I don't remember that ever happening, so if it did happen, I do apologize. I should never be proud of that, let's be real. So Becky and I are going to, oh, this kind of matches with what you're wearing. Just a little bit. That smells good. Becky and I are gonna light a candle, pineapple mango, and we're gonna watch some Big Brother. Actually, I really need to edit this video. I don't know, it's gonna be kind of long. I do edit a lot out, so we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.